In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NHL games happening on October 15, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Lightning versus Ottawa Senators. The Tampa Bay Lightning have been one of the NHL's best teams over the past few seasons, and despite their disappointing end in 2022 to 2023, they remain a genuine Stanley Cup contender, and on Sunday, they'll do battle with the Ottawa Senators, a team looking to plant themselves firmly in that conversation. Both teams have 1 win and 1 loss through the first few days of the 2023 to 2024 season, and with such high expectations for both teams, this will be a good test for them as they look to fight through an incredibly tough Atlantic division, and should be a very intriguing early season matchup. The Tampa Bay Lightning have been to 3 Stanley Cup finals over the past 4 years, but after their first round loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs last season, many have begun to believe that the end of this modern dynasty has officially come following their 1-1 start to the year. Without star goaltender Andrei Vasilevskiy, the Lightning have allowed a shocking 9 goals through their first 2 games against Nashville and Detroit, and with a 3-8 mark in their past 11 games away from home, they will need to find stability in this matchup. One positive for Tampa Bay is their offense, as they've netted 4 goals against both Ville Husso and Juuse Saros, and if they can keep that up here against Ottawa, they could find themselves in a fantastic spot until Vasilevskiy returns. The Ottawa Senators loaded up on veteran and young talent over the past 18 months, adding the likes of Claude Giroux, Jakub Chychrun, Vladimir Tarasenko, and others, and after picking up their first win of the season, this is a team that appears confident they can finally begin living up to the hype placed upon them. Their win over Philadelphia followed a close loss to the Carolina Hurricanes, but with 8 goals scored across those 2 games, the offense appears to be clicking once again, and with a 7-2 record in their past 9 games played at home, this is the perfect opportunity for them to make a statement against a proven, veteran team. This is going to be a great game between 2 teams that are poised to be near the top of the Atlantic Division. The Lightning look to pull off the upset, but the Senators look to step up at home and control this game. On paper, this appears to be a matchup that favors the veteran Lightning, but in recent years, the Senators have had their number, as they have an impressive 31-15 record in the past 46 head-to-head meetings played in Canada's capital city. In their past 6 meetings, the home team has come away with a perfect 6-0 record, and given the expectations in Ottawa combined with the Lightning's major question marks in net, this will be the perfect opportunity for a young, up-and-coming team to put themselves on the map. So expect the best version of this Senators team. The Senators, who have scored 8 goals in their first 2 games, should find the back of the netted will with Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, and the rest of the forward unit controlling the puck in the offensive zone and creating open shots with quick passes. The Senators also look to build off a game where they allowed only 2 goals and limit the Lightning offense with Thomas Chabot, Jake Sanderson, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone, while goaltender Joonas Korpisalo makes plenty of big saves in the net. The Senators should have a strong performance at home, so the Ottawa Senators money line is our full game side pick. In their past 21 head-to-head encounters, even with Vasilevskiy in net, the over sits at 16-5, as well as being 8-2 in their past 10 matchups in Ottawa. And given the hot start both lineups have had along with the weak goaltending matchup, this one is bound to be a fun, competitive battle with high danger chances likely to come easy for both teams. Both teams have great offenses that look to find the back of the net throughout the game. The Lightning, who have scored 9 goals in their first 2 games, should create plenty of scoring chances with Nikita Kucherov, Braden Point, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with great puck movement. The Senators look to build off a 5-goal game and run up the score with Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, Claude Giroux, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the rush and creating open shots with effective passes, while Jakub Chychrun picks apart the Lightning from the point. Given the talent all over the ice in this one, this matchup could go either way, but with unproven goaltenders in both nets, one thing that is for sure is that there will be plenty of goals in this one, as these two teams have combined to score 17 of them in their first 4 games of the 2023 to 2024 season thus far. This will be a high-scoring game with both offenses stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Carolina Hurricanes versus Anaheim Ducks. The Carolina Hurricanes face the Anaheim Ducks, with both teams heading into the season with different outlooks. The Hurricanes, who won their opening night game, are hoping to compete for the Stanley Cup. The Ducks are in the middle of a rebuild and have already gotten off to a rough start, losing their opening night game 4-1. The Hurricanes look to remain near the top of the Eastern Conference, while the Ducks hope to make noise in the Pacific Division, and the upcoming game should be a good one. The Hurricanes are off to a great start, led by an offense that has scored 10 goals in their first 2 games. Jordan Staal, Michael Bunting, and Teuvo Teravainen have combined for 4 goals and an assist, but the rest of the offense has stepped up as well. Sebastian Aho, Jesper Fast, and Jesperi Kotkaniemi have combined for 2 goals and 4 assists, while defensemen Jakob Slavin and Brady Skjei have added 2 goals and 3 assists from the point to open up the offense. The offense has been great, but the defense hopes to improve, allowing 8 goals in 2 games to start the season. Jakob Slavin and Brent Burns lead the top pairing, but the rest of the unit has struggled, allowing opponents to find open shots on the net. In addition, goaltender Antti Raanta looks to step up as he makes his season debut in the upcoming game after a strong season where he had a .910 save percentage and a 2.23 goals against average on 644 shots. The Ducks are hoping to start off the season on the right foot after an awful season where their offense was one of the worst in the league, scoring only 2.51 goals per game. Troy Terry and Trevor Zegras, who led the offense with 46 goals and 80 assists, will lead the top line, but the rest of the offense has to improve. The hope is that Alex Killorn strengthens the forward unit, as he was brought in over the summer to help add a spark to the offense. The offense was awful, but the defense also struggled, allowing 4.09 goals per game last season. Cam Fowler and Jamie Drysdale lead the top 2 pairings, but the rest of the unit has struggled, and the hope is that Pavel Mintyukov, their top defensive prospect, will help fix the unit. Additionally, the hope is that goaltender Lukas Dostal can improve after a season where he had a .901 save percentage and a 3.78 goals against average on 679 shots. The Hurricanes hop on the 101 from downtown Los Angeles to Anaheim for the second end of a Southern California back-to-back situation. Carolina held on for the 6-5 shootout victory against the Kings. The Canes were up 3-0 in the first period, but they actually ended up blowing 3 leads of 3 goals. After a wild 9-round shootout, which ended in a Marty party with Jordan Martinook beating Phoenix Copley, the Hurricanes stayed unbeaten at 2-0. Barely. The Canes head to Anaheim looking to shut down a Ducks team which actually swept the regular season series in 2022 to 2023. Carolina ended up going 9-4 in 13 games last season when playing on no rest, but it was just 3-8 on the puck line in the final 11 games in such situations. The Ducks are looking to start the season off strong, but the Hurricanes look like the teams to beat in the Eastern Conference, and I see them controlling this game from the first period. Carolina was very good on both ends of the ice last season, and they've been impressive in both of their games this year. They generated the 5th most expected goals and the 3rd most high-danger shots in the league, while allowing the 2nd fewest goals in the NHL, the fewest expected goals, and the fewest high-danger shots. The Hurricanes, who have scored 10 goals in their first 2 games, should find the back of the net at will, with Sebastian Aho, Jordan Staal, and the rest of the forward unit controlling the puck in the offensive zone and creating open shots with cross-ice passes. The Hurricanes should limit the Ducks' offense that averaged only 2.51 goals per game last season, with Jakob Slavin and Brent Burns stepping up at the blue line and cutting off angles to the net while playing gap-sound defense in defensive zone to allow goaltender Antti Raanta to make plenty of big saves. The Hurricanes are the far better team in this matchup. They should dominate an Anaheim team that was one of the worst teams in the NHL on both ends of the ice. So the Carolina Hurricanes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both of Carolina's games this season have hit the over pretty easily. Last year, the Ducks were the worst defensive team in the league, giving up the most goals, the most expected goals, and the 2nd most high-danger shots in the NHL. The Hurricanes generated the 5th most expected goals and the 3rd most high-danger shots in the league. The Canes should score easily in this game, and with both of these teams in the second half of a back-to-back, I think the Ducks should be able to score a few goals of their own against a Hurricanes team that's given up at least 3 goals in both of their games so far this season. season. He overcashed in 7 of the previous 10 for the Ducks on no rest, and they'll be using backup goaltender Lucas Dostal, so there's a good chance the Hurricanes keep piling on the offense. The Canes have scored a total of 11 goals in the first 2 games. Now they'll be facing a goaltender which posted a 4-10-3 record, 3.78 goals against average, and .901 save percentage last season. While Antti Raanta is expected to get the nod, and he is a tremendous NHL caliber goaltender, this looks to be a high-scoring battle. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.